And welcome back to Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution Blind. And
Hey Adam, you flying off again? I saw Malik refueling the chopper.
Maybe. And I'm your host, Recluse Yark. It's time to meet up with Sarif and get our debriefing, as well as confront him about this firewall thing. Yeah, that was weird. Why was he streaming data out of the system? Hello? Who are you? I love this painting, it's awesome.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen.
Oh, it's the Humanity
Bill
Front guy.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarif's top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
Let's stay cool with this guy. If we say something wrong, we might just get in trouble.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart. But it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient.
Wow, I love that
You might want to
line.
keep that in mind. Now, if
I really
you
like
would
that
be
line.
so kind as to excuse me.
Let's question him a little bit at least.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
What he says is actually quite valid if you're against augmentations. And I think that sometime in the future we will have this discussion. Because we're getting there. Technology is making progress.
Athena, you've been at this company a long time.
I hope that's not a comment about my age, Adam.
No. But I know nothing gets by you. If Sarif had done something that could compromise us...
Mr. Sarif has only the best interests of this company in mind, Adam.
I'm not questioning that.
Aren't you? I've been here since the beginning. I've seen how he built this up from nothing. He cares for his people. He truly believes what we're doing is important, and he would never do anything to jeopardize it.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, you shouldn't have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy.
Yeah, she's too personally involved, or too personally invested in this to actually see things, at least reason and think logically. So I don't think we should take anything she says too serious at the moment. Oh well, it's time for Mr. Sarif. Let's see what he has to say.
Boss, we need to talk.
Oh.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
I what?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Ah, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure
He's trying to
now,
change the subject.
and the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
No, let's refocus.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. But there's something you're not getting here, Adam. Business is war, with no clear battleground and no rules to keep our enemies honest. In this company, I'm the commander-in-chief, and I have to be ready for anything, and I will do anything to ensure that I am. Now, I hired you because I needed a general I could trust, one who knows how to obey orders.
Yeah, he's using his authority to get his way. And he doesn't like to be defied, so he's an alpha person, so let's placate him. Is that how you do it? Say it? So yeah.
Whoa, don't get me wrong, boss. I'm not questioning your leadership. I'm just concerned that the data you streamed might have been compromised, accessed by the hacker who attacked us. If so, how do you suggest I handle it?
Good question. I guess we should consider every possibility. Your concerns about the data being compromised won't really be an issue as long as we stay strong and work together as a team. That's all I've ever tried to do here. Find the best, most qualified people I can, and bring them all together so they can complement each other. Now, Megan understood that. That's why she suggested I hire you in the first place. To help this little family of ours survive.
Megan. He's so much alpha. Yeah, let's use hormones for alpha and appease him. Cause I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to do my job. Job you hired me to do. Even profit back from. But he doesn't like to be defied. I'll back off. No, I won't back off. This just sounds like he's whining. He's trying to do his job. I know. Let's go with this.
Boss, I really don't understand why you're giving me the runaround. When you hired me, I said I'd give you the best I could, but I can't protect us if you keep hamstringing my every move. If you won't level with me and tell me what it is you're hiding, then I'm out of here. I quit.
Adam, wait. You can't leave us. We need you. Now more than ever. All right. Look.
Huh.
The truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
Alright. Nice. I should probably go and check out that data. I like this conversation system very much. When can I use pheromones? That's the question. Only when I got him to a certain level, in persuasion level, and then like, bam, I can use my pheromones. So can I like use it every time? I don't know. Anyway, let's check the file. Let's see, anything new in my drawer? Painkillers, thank you. Okay, so here we go. I had a friend at the Geneview labs run the tests of the records like you asked. Does your subject know that neither of his parents are his birth parents? Okay. That surprised me. The mother was sterile according to those old mechanical records I dug up. But its dad carries no common phenotypes either. Whoa, okay, that's like... that's a nice wake-up call for you. So, my parents are not my parents. Then who the heck am I? Let's see, what does... Margie and Arthur. Okay, so this is his parents. Brent, it wasn't easy, but I finally backtraced some of Margie and Arthur Jensen's past through their medical files. Arthur Jensen had enough connections through his old Desert Storm buddies, turned security consultants, to have certain records pulled, which is why the family is a ghost. But he couldn't hide Margie's records. For a period of 8 years, Arthur relied on the insurance policy of his then employer, White Helix Labs, to pay for his wife's medication. She was on antidepressants since 14 and needed regular prescriptions. When White Helix Labs burned down, all its files and employment records were lost, and the Jensens stayed invisible mostly. Here's the thing. 1 minute Adam doesn't exist, and the next, the Jensens have themselves a bouncing and healthy 5-year-old. That's when they pulled their vanishing act. So, on a hunch, I sniffed around some more, and sure enough, the Jensens had tried adopting kids from several Michigan agencies. But Margie was deemed unfit as a parent. Next thing you know, they have Adam. There's no real trace saying how he was placed in their hands. Hope that helps. Lucius. Okay, so he's adopted. Probably. But how, and why, and when? Mr. Sarif. Okay, here's some background story. I'm guessing. I found Adam Jensen's psych evaluation following that SWAT incident with the augmented teen. I managed to sneak a look at the folder, but I couldn't copy it. At least, not yet. I'll be honest with you, the psych eval doesn't paint a pretty picture. It mentions the problems with it mentions the problems with authority figures, a disregard for the chain of command, anger management issues, and potential PTSD, whatever that is. Here's the thing. When you hired me, you said you wanted me to read between the lines, so here it is. The evaluation reads like fiction. I'm thinking a pissed off superior wanted Jensen off the force and had the evaluation worded to read like just cause. but most of the rank and file I spoke to respected and liked Jensen. They thought he was a real straight shooter, even though the SWAT incident soured his reputation a little. Still, even my source liked him enough to want to keep his psych eval buried. Brent. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, that's mind bomb for you. Alright.
Athena tells me you spoke to Sarif. Did he happen to tell you why he made us look like idiots?
I'm handling it.
You can imagine how relieved I am to hear that. I'll tell you what. While you follow any lead Sarif spoon-feeds you, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and backtrace that signal.
That's your pride talking. Still, get back to me if you find something.
You meant when?
Pretty sure I didn't.
Nice. Okay, time for that debrief, I'm guessing. Whispers of conspiracy. Let's do it. Nice view. Here we go again. Hello, Athene. Okay, here we go.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's a trap.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the Typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human.
Oh, that's
this company, Sarif Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
Interesting. Deus Ex 1 and 2 had nano technology, and this is a prequel. So maybe it has something to do with that. Also, I think I have praxis points. Yes, yes I do. I got 2 praxis points. Typhoon. Should I? Or should I go with dermal armor? The way I've been taking damage, perhaps some armor would be the way to go. Silently sprint and jump. I do have several ways to get into places now with the wall breaching and moving.